Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Tuesday, November 11th, 2014. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the charts. You're going to see the S&P 500 E-mini futures are trading higher by about 2.25 points to 2036.25 per contract. So pretty good little uptick here, but we have pulled off the highs a little bit. Again, today is expected to be another light volume trading day. Yesterday was an extremely light volume trading day, probably the lightest day since late September. If you're looking at the futures today, this is the Veterans Day holiday, so the bond market is closed. So remember, often markets will try to stay buoyant. Well, generally they'll stay buoyant when the bond market is closed. It looks like they have nothing to really fear. The bond market will often keep the stock market in check. So we'll see how today plays out. Again, futures slightly higher right before the opening bell, and we have still have about 50 minutes to go before the opening bell rings at 9:30. Let's take a look at some stocks in the news today. First one we're going to start off with is Rackspace Hosting. This is one of the premier cloud hosting companies out there if you have a website. One thing you're going to see, the stock is trading nicely higher. It closed at $37.32. Today it's trading at $39.50. We will have some resistance levels for you in the chat room. They are a little bit higher from the current levels, so we'll post those up at 9 o'clock. If you want to get those levels, please come over, take a 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat, and they'll be posted up in the chat room at 9 a.m. Again, we will look to play Rackspace today. I think there is a trade to be made. Let's take a look at CZR, which is Caesar Entertainment. This is one of the casino stocks. Stock right now is trading at $10.70. It closed at $11.54. So the stock is getting hit a little bit today. It looks like the stock posted a bigger than expected loss. But either way, when you look at the equity today, this is a stock that can go a little bit lower. Right now it's trading at $10.70. I am seeing some support around $10.45, 49 cents, right around there. But be very, very careful. This is a little bit on the lighter volume side, and you want to just be a little bit cautious with it. Certain days it does not even trade 1 million shares, but some days it does. So again, it can overshoot a little bit, but I am seeing some short-term support around $10.49 for Caesar. Let's take a look at VSLR. This is a solar company called Vivint Solar. Stock is trading at $13.23. It closed at $14.74. Now, the only level I'm seeing for this right now is around $11.51. So that's still a long way down. But you can see after market hours yesterday, the stock did trade down all the way down as low as $12.12. So this is possible to get down there. Again, watch the $11.50 level for VSLR. Let's take a look at LOCO, which is Loco, Pollo Loco. What you're going to see here is the company did issue or is selling shares, and I'm not sure who they're selling them for, but either way, they did sell, I think, a small boatload. Just according to my newswire, it looks like the restaurant chain will sell approximately 6 million shares. This is sending the stock lower. Stock closed at $36.59. Right now trading at $35.15. I am showing support around $30.95. If you want to be aggressive, I am seeing a little bit of support at $33.32. So keep that on the radar, both levels. Aggressive level $33.32. Non-aggressive level $30.95. That looks pretty solid to me. Another stock that is selling shares as well is going to be Sprouts Farmers Market. Ticker symbol is SFM. Stock right now is trading at $29.45. It closed at $31.47. So a lot of people are selling shares up here. Looks like they're selling 15 million shares that were held by Apollo Management. When I look at this name, I would not get in front of it until it got down to around $27.70. That's the only level that gives me any sort of chance for an intraday bounce. So keep that on the radar. This one could trade down as low as $27.70 before finding any intraday support. Remember, all the levels mentioned today are scalp play levels. That means they're just day trades lasting from 10 minutes to an hour. All right, let's go over to Bloomin' Onion or Bloomin' Restaurants, Bloomin' Brands. Okay, this is the company that owns the popular Outback Steakhouse. What you're going to see here, stock is trading at $20.26. They are selling 18 million shares in a secondary offering. The only level I'm seeing for this equity is down around $17.70. So there's nothing to do here with Blooming until it gets down to around $17.70. I would leave it alone, let it fall. You could pick it up there around that level. If that level fails to hold, there'll be much more support around the $17 level. But a lot of different companies today are selling shares, and that is certainly affecting a lot of different stocks, and we're going to see that theme take place a lot more with all of these easy money policies and 0% interest rates. All right, let's move over here quickly to the gold market. Gold this morning is trading down about $6 to $1,153 an ounce. Let's go to the GLD, and what you're going to see here with the GLD, it's trading around $110.95. It closed, believe it or not, at $110.46. So really the GLD is not being impacted because it trades till 4 o'clock. Meanwhile, spot gold will close at 1:30. But either way, spot gold is trading down a little bit this morning. We'll see if it does proceed a little bit lower. I don't see anything great on gold yet, but I do think it is starting to look like a bottom is being put in soon. So again, let gold fall a little further. If you want my gold levels, come over to the Research Center, take a 7-day free trial, and very soon I'll be announcing where I think the gold bottom is, and I'll be looking to get long gold very soon. Let's take a look here at the oil market. Looks like light sweet crude is trading higher by about 5 pennies. Not a big deal. Right now it's trading around the 77.45 level. Let's go over to the USO, and what you'll see here is that the it's a USO. It's a good way to trade light sweet crude on an intraday and daily chart basis. Stock right now is trading at, or the ETF is trading at $29.42. It closed at $29.34. So it's basically just a little bit above where it closed. Be very careful with the USO. It's still very choppy. Oil itself is still erratic. While I do like the oil levels at lower price, I do think there's still potential for one more slip in oil. So again, just be a little bit careful with oil at the moment. But either way, I don't think there's a whole lot of downside here, but it could drop a little bit from what I'm seeing at the moment. All right, let's go back to futures here. The S&P 500 E-mini futures are up right now by $2.25. So I don't know if we're going to make a whole lot out of it. Today is the Veterans Day holiday. Remember, a lot of kids are off from school. A lot of businesses and banks are closed. So just be aware of that. Could be a little bit of a lighter volume day. But either way, it is Veterans Day. There'll be some memorial celebrations and things of that nature, and honoring of the veterans. But all in all, volume today is expected to be a little bit on the lighter side. That generally helps to keep the stock market indexes buoyant, and we'll see how it plays out by the closing bell. With that being said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day, and we'll see you on the charts.